Hi, this is the Wrestling Conscious channel where we slam down the analysis in these wrestling streets. Now, after WrestleMania and how I feel, I don't have the bandwidth to review SmackDown and Raw like separately, and also, you guys are not subscribing. I'm like, is anyone watching my content? Because when I'm looking at people who watch it, there's more people who watch it than actually, than subscribing and stuff like that. So I'm just like, if everyone just subscribed or liked, I think my channel would have got a little bit ahead. Not lots, but a little bit ahead. So I'm just gonna, just for efficiency reasons, until I do my new show, which I'm very excited, which I'm really piloting soon. I'm just gonna just review SmackDown and Raw together. Not much to talk about, to be honest. Not much, not much vim. But let's get into it. As you've been following me and the content, I don't know what I'm talking about, the content has evolved. I'm not doing segment by segment because you watched it already, and reviewing what I've watched can be annoying to be honest. So I'm just picking out the key themes. What do we have here now? The key themes that we have here, especially for SmackDown, is nonsensical, tag team are trash, and no one wants to hear the truth, our truth. Now, let's go into the nonsensical bits. It's nonsensical that LA Knight is still feuding in this US title kind of purgatory. And we have, I think people have been hearing about, is what his name, Jacob Cobb, like JC Mateo helped the Samoan Werewolf retain his title in the Fatal 4-Way match at WWE Backlash. And LA Knight did a surprise attack to get payback, blah, 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 blah. We have LA Bliss, just, let's just put LA Bliss anywhere and have this intriguing kind of thing with Charlotte. I'm like, okay, whatever. I've been watching a lot of WWE Vault, which I think is so much better. I watch consume more of that than me watching actually the recent modern shows of wrestling. What I loved about back in the day, in actually the Ruthless Aggression era, when they had backstage segments, there was continuity. You can tell a backstory. And they've really invested in their backstage segments. Not everything happened in the ring. I live for backstage segment. I was watching the other day when Bischoff was going to be fired for Vince McMahon because he needed to sign Stone Cold. And they did multiple backstage segments, a countdown of when he was going to get fired, stuff in the ring with Vince McMahon. It was just like, it had layers. It was simple, but it had layers. So when I'm looking at Alexa Bliss and Charlotte, they're like, oh, let's be friends, and da. I'm like, where is the backstory? What is this? What's happening? Alexa Bliss just comes out of nowhere. Charlotte is just doing stupidness. It's just sad, really. It's just really sad. The tag teams, I don't give two F's about Fraxium. It took 10 years for Street Profit to get, not 10 years, but it took a long time for Street Profit just to get the tag team championship. What have you done with the tag team champions? The only tag team champions who's done something decent with the championship is probably New Day back in the day, and even now. What can you do? At the end of the day, oops, sorry, my alarm. There's nothing you can do. I don't care what no one says, but Motor City Machine Gun, they've done so much. The way have they been booking the tag to you, I don't give two craps about it. R-Truth has its own little... I'm glad R-Truth gets some airtime. But this character is doing my head in. It's a non-title match. It's just a filler. Why can't R-Truth change his character to be more mean and actually beat some sense into John Cena? This is just stupidness. Put it on Sunday Night Heat or main event. Like, stupidness. Drew McIntyre, I don't know what the hell he's doing these days. Nonsensical. And the tag team is just crap. Alright, the women's match, blah. I think what we need to highlight that no one's giving Nia Jax her flowers. She's actually really good and carrying the women's division. As a really good heel. The only one of the true heels, especially, is doing their thing. Another thing talking about heels is Naomi and the Hilton. I'm a Naomi stan. And there's little details what they did. So in the backstage segment, you can see Naomi lurking around, just standing there lurking around, being a little bitty no mate. So I thought that was quite cool, adding layers to her character. But SmackDown wasn't anything special. It is what it is. I feel that they really have the time to enhance. They've got 3 hours, isn't it? Sorry, of backstage segments. They should do more with their backstage segments. And I feel to develop the stories, they have the time. They do all those commercials, all those breaks, all those people walking to the ring and stuff like that. They should really develop the backstage segments and give it layers, because it just seems like a random mishmash variety show. It's a shame, really. Now we're coming to Raw. Logan Paul. Everyone's on Logan Paul's dick. To be honest, I understand he does moves, but I was looking at the promo with him and Gunther, and Gunther's like, I respect you, I love you, you do social media, I'm just poor compared to you. Obviously, he doesn't speak like that, like Cody Rhodes, but I just feel like, bloody hell, it's a waste of time. I just feel like the WWE's like, say that we got like 3 hours, let's just waste their time. I really do think so. I think the theme is just wasting time. Wasting our time, which is really annoying. And then he hits Jey Uso, and then Sami Zayn and Logan Paul comes and blah blah blah. I do not care for it. I really don't. I'm just trying to pick out some really good themes. I think just end Judgment Day. Judgment Day has run their course. I don't care who they add, trying to add, revive. Liv, when Liv comes back, they should just split. I just don't care for Judgment Day. Judgment Day should go. Roxanne Perez wins Money in the Bank ladder match. That's a shame. I like Natalia. You know what was disrespectful? I felt like we didn't even see Natalia have her bloody entrance music. That's what I thought. That was disrespectful. But we had about like 10 bloody minutes for that bloody footballer. Now, I'm not American. That footballer, talking about he's in the 2K computer game. But you can't even give like 30 seconds of Natalia's entrance music. That mate, you just position her like a job. She just resigned her contract. She got a book out. She's doing really good outside work out of WWE, like all those blood sport kind of stuff. She's doing all of that. You can't even give her a little 30 seconds of entrance. How disrespectful. Just disrespect Natty, man. It's just, and I don't care what people say, she botched or she's whatever, but she's a very solid wrestler. And she's amazing. And she can run rings around all these girls, but she's just jobbing out to everybody. It does my head in. Sheamus defeats Grayson Waller, whatever. I just skip that crap. I didn't even want to know about this shit. And, sorry to my Zoe Stark. Sorry to my Zoe Stark. Oh my god, yeah, man. I was thinking about it over there. I was like, hope Zoe Stark doesn't get cut. I think she's going to get cut the next round. She's been injured in it. Oh, she's going to get cut next time. Shayna Baszler's been cut. Sonya Deville been cut. Zoe Stark's gonna get cut, man. It's a shame. Zoe Stark she's a dangerous woman, but dangerously she hurt her leg. Now this new trifecta faction between Braun and Seth is not working. I don't care. No one says, no one can't tell me nothing. I don't feel anything. I don't care for it. It needs another person. I'm just waiting. Are they wasting our time? Braun Breaker should have came with another person. I thought if they're gonna elevate or get another young guy, just being like a bruiser, like a little bruiser. They should have got what's that guy from from Dudley? What's his name? The bruiserweight guy. Pete Dunne. Could have got Pete Dunne, Bron Breakker, and tried to elevate Pete Dunne, because Pete Dunne is, whether you like him or not, he's doing really good work. Or they could have put him with Kaiser, because I haven't seen Kaiser in a long time. You know what I mean? One of those two, those jobbers, elevate them up. Like how Evolution, the elevated Randy and elevated Batista, because Batista was just doing stupidness back in the day with Evolution, before Evolution started. And even when Batista got injured, they still had patience and they still waited for Batista to join Evolution and stuff like that. So I just feel this faction, it needs three people. Not Paul Heyman don't count. Paul Heyman ain't doing shit. So this is just a waste of time. And can I say something? I keep on saying this to everybody. Now, the women put a lot in their costumes and they try to stand out as much as they can. They do the emotional labor. I think they do a lot. I think they put a lot of more effort. Even people say women's wrestling is blah, blah, blah. Put a lot of effort in. And the men, it's just coming in jeans and suits and stuff like that. When The Rock used to come, he used to have really expensive, silk shirts. And I know Austin just had this regular schmegler, shorts and black top. But at least but when I looked at the Attitude Era and look at it, he did change his shirt quite a bit. Well, it's black, but he did change his shirt. Had multiple different shirts. Triple H was like a biker. Undertaker was like a bikery. People made, these people just doing they're not even making no effort with their characters. Everyone just looks so generic. And is it me? I don't want everyone to be on steroids, but what's the word? They don't even look like, I don't know, I don't even want to say real men, but I don't even know what I mean by that, but it's just it feels like everyone just looks quite normal, muscles and normal. Yeah, it just doesn't feel like, I can't get the words out. It doesn't even feel like they could beat up people. When I saw Sami Zayn and I saw CM Punk coming to the rescue, I'm like, what are you rescuing for? What are you doing? I don't feel like, if I was a damsel in distress and someone's trying to beat me up, I feel like you couldn't even hurt a fly. And I'm not trying to be sizes or anything. I know they got a little tiny bit of muscle, but you don't look like a wrestler. I feel like you should be on AEW or something. For real. For real. And I'm just thinking if I was an Attitude Era and I was in trouble and the Acolytes, APA came, I thought, yeah, I'm going to be protected. Do you see the APA compared to Sami Zayn and CM Punk as force? People not to be messed with. Two different eras, man. Two different eras. Yeah. I don't know what much to say. I just want to keep the continuity of doing the wrestling thing, because I just do it on Tuesday. Oops, sorry, my thing. Even my alarm's just hurry up and chat. Yeah, I just want to just do this because I want to keep the continuity. I know people have been loyal with me since day one doing this, so I don't want to. I'll just keep the continuity. I'll just do it once a week until I do my new show. The show's going to be like a roundup. Yeah, more roundup, be more meta about wrestling, giving different perspective. I'm just reviewing the shows here, but I want to have a roundup. Instead of doing separate videos, just do another roundup. So I'll probably do one on a Tuesday, one over the weekend or something. I don't know, just twice a week, spread it out a little bit. Anyway, subscribe, be nice.